community else from the nearby partner. So these are examples that, in spite of all similar things we do product, all of them are surviving and sustaining. So what is the next biggest idea? So I say, okay, looking at the entire economy from the small grassroots, which you can define it, okay, one method is to define as the Antyodaya, right? Which is the rise of the last man. The other method is, I believe, in Jayaprakash Narayan Sarvodaya, the rise of all. So without the rise of all, where is the rise of the common and rise of the last? So you can't put without the head the foot. You have to get the whole thing through. So rise of all needs proper strategy, and this strategy is basically regarding. It says include everybody. It's only that you do something and I do something, and comparatively analyze, and a better method is there, and everybody follows. So the comparative advantage part is more softer, more inclusive, more engaging, more cooperative. Now we have come to that word, and I have not understood how to link this. And renewability relates to a very fundamental English word. It is replenishability, or what is replenishable or not. So if we go to that source of replenishment, then we will understand it. Because the mother of that whole thing is that can this be replenishable or not? Like the definitions fail. So before we go to lighting of last little tweak I gave you, the definition of consumer and customer, right? What happens between power and problem line. And where is the problem line? It's a very simple problem, which most gurus have not understood. So they have been literally writing things which has ended up making a challenge for behavioral science. So what is that? I made a simple idea, which comes from physics. Difference between a customer and a consumer. A customer uses the product. He or she uses the product. The consumer uses up the product. Right? So that difference between use and use up comes in. So the moment use up happens, you have this idea of replenishment. So the physics definition I made myself is when a block, volume, or a quantum escapes to be replenished by the next volume, lot, or quantum, and the process are staged, the word quantum, then we have what the idea we call as renewability, and in that renewability concept, we have the customer, the consumer in this case. So the difference between the consumer and the customer is the customer does the same thing with the store here. Because how they define it? They made a fast-moving consumer good concept. But there is symmetry globally in the world. So do we have an SMCG? There is none, right? We are not defining SMCG, slow-moving consumer good. कोई chapter नहीं कुछ नहीं. So being an MBA myself, I felt scared कि ये मुझे FMCG क्यों दिखा रहा है? अतिशयोक्तिपूर्ण वर्णन, fast-moving consumer good. What is consumer will move fast. So why on top of that the word fast? Is it needed? It is simply a consumer good. So the moment they made this first blender, they then defined other things, the white good and all that came. उसके बाद क्या हुआ? They did not understand the other side. So there are consumer good and customer goods. This is a very plain definition, right? So making life simple has been my idea. Doing things, all this stuff has been addressed in the first chapter of IMA. So you can have it digitally, I can share it, I release it here, some copies are here. So if you connect all of that, it is not only renewable energy. It is that we have to understand how renewability can be all pervading in our life. We have to go beyond what we compress. So I'll engage some of the experts,